Well, good morning, everybody. It is the 18th of October, 2024, and it's 6:29 a.m., and it's a 51 degrees outside. Fall seems to be here, at least for today. It's going to get warmer next week, sadly, but it's 72 degrees in here, nice and warm, and we're going to get to reading your comments right now. TQ6639 comments on a video I called A Walk with Dottie, and I was just taking you with me when Dottie and I were going for a walk around the resort here. And TQ says, wondering monthly fee for a site at your location. And I said, members pay $15.75 per day, tax and electric included. Ken Gray comments, Rob has videos on this info, but here it is condensed from you from their website. The preferred RV resort has a variety of RV sites, and he shows all the public rates, and what the basic deal is for membership. And TQ, thank you for the interview. Very helpful. Does the membership include other parks or just this one in Pahrump? We're starting to find long-term stay parks. Just found out about SKP co-op parks, now preferred RV resort. Do you know of any other clubs or systems parks like this? I'll say right now, in case TQ, if you're listening, it's only one here. The SKP co-op parks, you when you buy into that, you don't actually own the lot, but you buy a right to lease in perpetuity. It's only the one park that you do that in, but pardon me, if you're an Escapees member, which costs less than $100 a year, you get heavily discounted rates in all the Escapees parks. So I hope that helps. They also have a website that explains those things in detail. As far as other clubs and systems, Thousand Trails, there are a ton of them out there, and there are Facebook groups that talk about them. So you got a lot of research to do for sure. I would narrow it down maybe to the areas that you want to be in, or area that you want to be in, and what you're looking for. In terms of, are you looking for like a permanent single place, or are you looking to, like Thousand Trails, looking to pay an upfront fee and travel from park to park constantly? Thousand Trails is, it's about the same price that I'm in the SKP, the Escapees. I'm on the wait list, and it's going to cost me between $10,000 and $15,000. And you can get a pretty deluxe membership at Thousand Trails for that kind of money. But you don't get your own spot. You're moving from park to park. Let's see. M. Campbell says on The Walk with Dottie, Dottie is cute when she tap dances while telling you how starved she is. Dottie's not on the bed today. Guess who you've got today? You don't have Dottie today. You got George today. Dottie and I got up a little earlier, and we already went outside, and she's had her breakfast, so she's down there in her bed sleeping. And Campbell says the positive news story was about a pilot of a plane that was evacuating pets, abandoned and shelter pets out of the hurricane area, and while he was flying the plane, he fell in love with a kitten. It's a pretty cute story, and it looks like the captain was one that was adopted. That's cute. That's true. Julie Hoot says on my the tour of my trailer here, I also removed my dinette. Life-changing. Love your setup. Thanks for sharing. Then we have Ken Gray on the cat video. Heartwarming, and always glad there are people like this in the world. Ken Gray on The Walk with Dottie. Dottie doesn't want to go for a walk. She wants to go for a sniff. Truer words have rarely been spoken. That's what Dottie wants to do. Dottie wants to go out and sniff, and walking is simply incidental to that process. And the thumbnail, if you look at the thumbnail, I captured a frame of Dottie coming to a sudden stop, and there was a little tiny cat right next to a trailer. And Dottie usually goes nuts for cats. I don't know why. Her brother is a cat, but I could count on her to just go crazy barking and pulling at the leash and trying to chase down cats. This one, she just froze. She didn't make a sound. She just froze and stared at the cat, and the cat stared back. Robert Ballard on a walk with Dottie. It's great seeing Dottie taking you for your morning walk. My doggies insist on taking me for a walk each evening, almost at the exact time every day. I really like the regular exercise that I get from these walks. Plus, it's time to clear your mind and have a few positive thoughts. I once had a cat that would walk beside us. That's great. George won't leave the trailer. I could leave the door open to the trailer and walk away for 8 hours, and probably George would be at the threshold staring out there, but would never cross the threshold. I encouraged him once a couple of years ago I sort of bumped him off and went down the stairs. He went down to the bottom of the stairs, turned around, shot back up. No interest in leaving. And no, he doesn't ride in the trailer when I move. He goes in a cage and goes with me and Dottie and I in the truck. And the last time I gave up on the cage and just let him wander around, and he ended up hiding under, I have a little platform over the passenger seat that Dottie's bed sits on, and she discovered the little hidey hole beneath that, and he was pretty happy doing that. So the cat would walk beside him, and her name was RC. It was short for Rude Cat. That could be George's nickname. George isn't very polite. Walk with Dottie. Lisa Roth says, very nice walk. Hugs to Dottie. See you soon. Yeah, I will see you soon, Lisa. I will see you in less than a month. It's the 18th, and I'll be out there. Now keep saying the 15th. It's going to be the 14th, because the 15th is a Friday, and Friday, those of you who know me, is my work day. So I got to get out there. I'm going to leave Thursday morning, the 14th, and I'll be in Quartzsite by the afternoon, get set up and ready for my full work day on Friday. And then I can relax and set up camp on the weekend. Let's see. So Ken Gray on the comments video. Thanks for the clarification on the meds. I say that's just having taken aspirin for my migraine. I'm not overly concerned about it. I sort of was addressing, many people have like these deep fears about side effects. They hear, oh, the side effects are terrible. So I read this, I said, I'm on a medication here. I'm not going to tell you what the medication is. I'm going to read the side effects. So I read the official side effects to this medication, and they sounded horrific. It would scare the crap out of anybody. Then I revealed the name of the medication. The name of the medication was aspirin. All right. So all the medications have side effects. Some, to be fair, are more pronounced and more frequent than others. You got to pay attention to that. When you read side effects, it's an order of reported frequency on the trials, but it doesn't tell you what that frequency is on that list. It's not going to get government approval if the frequency is too high so I don't know what the thresholds are. So let's see. Oh, Ken has another comment on the comments video where someone had asked me about, what do you think about Tesla robots? And I said, I didn't know Tesla had a robot. So Ken jumps in there and gives us the information on that, and I will read that. Optimus, known as Tesla Bot, is a general-purpose robotic humanoid under development by Tesla. It was announced at the company's Artificial Intelligence Day event on August 2021, and a prototype was shown in 2022. Another article says an analyst confirmed they were remote-assisted. Sources also told Bloomberg that the Optimus robots were reportedly using AI to walk, but it relied on assistance from a nearby human to chat. So I'm not overly impressed if that's the case. What I am impressed on is, I think it's called Boston Robotics. If you want to put that into YouTube, you can see amazing cutting edge robots that do backflips and run and jump and stay balanced and amazing stuff. Not a lot of talking. Uncle Bobosaurus. Bobosaurus? Uncle Bobosaurus? That's a nice name. On my immigration video from a few days ago, he says 13.6 of the U.S. population are classified as immigrants, question mark. We're hitting 25%. Mind you, the difference in populations is pretty drastic. Permanent resident immigrants now represent 23% of the Canadian population as of 2021. And I answered, I think it's been updated to 14.3 as is 2023. And personally, I think that's good. The more people from outside that come in to join us with new ideas, different ideas, I think that is very positive. Let's see. Full-time RV healthcare, my choices. And Marty 5859 said, dads are great, enjoyed. And what does that have to do with healthcare? Well, you know, you know me, I go off on tangents, and I was doing this video while driving, and I started telling a few stories about my dad. I don't know. Don't ask me how I got there. I just did. Quartzsite, La Posa South, how-to guide. That's an old one, I think. Let's see how old that is. That is, it doesn't tell me. It's a year ago. And guess what? I lost it. Here we go. Kiffin 66. Hello. Did you have to pay cash at the Welcome Center? I heard they don't take debit. Very informative video. Thank you. And I said, exact cash or check. I always write a check. So if you're going to Quartzsite, you're going to buy a permit at the LTVA at one of those little buildings at the entrance. They'll take cash. They won't give you any change, so you better have $180 even, or they'll take a personal check. Randy, I have not seen Randy in a long time. I was a little worried about her. Being safe and happy in your RV, that's a few days old. Such a beautiful, tranquil setting you have there. Love to Dottie. Thanks for the helpful information. I've recently had a propane leak on my van, and that tool will be purchased ASAP. The bark one you recommended is awesome, by the way. The bark. I don't know where the thing is. Where is it? Dottie, where's your bark thing? There's a little compartment here. Well, it's buried. It's because I haven't had to use it in so long. But it's a little device. Sonic gets a dog to start barking. Many dogs, not all dogs. And I said, Randy, you've been missed. And, she answered that. And she said, thank you. So kind of you to say. Those hurricanes got to me, trying to snap out of a funk. Even my boys are ready to move. She must live. I wonder if she lives in Florida. Oh, Randy, I'm sorry. Chris Paul, are the mobile homes in Parker, Arizona nice? And that was on my RV home base options in Pahrump. I don't know. I mean, I've been to Parker a ton of times, but just to go shopping. So I don't know anything about sort of that availability in Parker. It's a good question. I've never really looked. Maybe I'll look this winter. Then maybe I'll take a peek. And the last one is Buzzkill. I'm not looking forward to a comment from someone named Buzzkill. Are you? I'm just kidding. Buzzkill 67. I'm gonna guess that's his year of birth. So he's not a baby boomer. What's the next generation after baby boomer? I don't even know. But I think he missed baby boomer. That's what I am. I'm a baby boomer. 1960. I think baby boomer goes through 64. Just rolled into Quartzsite, 88 and windy, feels great. Had to bug out from Flagstaff, snow and below freezing Friday. That's a tricky thing when you're in the northern part of the state at high elevations. to escape the heat in the summer, then this time of year it gets cold faster up at elevation than it gets cool and comfortable in the desert. So that's tough. Anyway, I refreshed. There's nothing else today. And hey, George, you gonna say hi? George, kitty, kitty. So you could see maybe there was a partial acknowledgement of me talking to that cat. A little bit. So I will see you tomorrow. Again, thanks for hanging in there, and especially thank you to people that do comments. I love the comments. I just think it's amazing that we get to talk to each other this way. And just to remind you, I'll be in Quartzsite from the middle of November till March. And if you're in Quartzsite, I'd love to meet you. Take care.